So if you need to change positions, making sure you're an appropriate warmth, appropriate temperature. And doing anything that helps to switch into a meditative mode. And this could be putting your phone on silent or do not disturb. It might be just getting things around you kind of neat, putting something away, and then just checking in and making sure you feel like you're ready to practice, and then coming into your meditation posture. And it might be nice as well here just to do a few little movements. It can be nice to roll the shoulders gently. You might like to tilt the head side to side, forward and back. And just extending a bit of care to the body. And then comes a step that I like to think of as the putting yourself on Do Not Disturb. Basically, this is giving yourself permission to relax. Giving yourself permission, to whatever degree you can, to just let go of any concerns from the day, any thoughts about the future. Just knowing that here in this meditation, there's nothing you need to do, no one you need to be, no problem to solve, nowhere to go. And just allow yourself to follow along with the instructions. You may even feel like you can just let the instructions be poured in. Just allowing the meditation to happen on its own. And as always, if there's any instruction that doesn't feel quite right for you for today, please make any adjustments. Make sure that you're practicing in a way that suits you. And finding, even amongst this guided practice, finding a sense of self-guidance, confidence, trust. Now notice what is happening in the present moment. Notice any sounds that you can hear. Hearing the sound of my voice, hearing the sound of your space, your environment. And notice that you can hear sounds that are close You can hear sounds that are distant, even the faint rumbles, sounds of animals in the distance. And the awareness that hears these sounds is spacious, wide open, vast. And this is an awareness that allows all sounds to come and go. And just noticing that coming and going of sounds within this spacious awareness. And then bringing your attention to the sensations of the breath. And if possible, keeping a sense of this spacious awareness. Keeping a sense that the breath occurs within this much larger space of awareness. And so we'll move towards a whole body awareness. You might be able to just decide to notice the whole body at once. Feel free to do so if that feels possible. Otherwise, I'll instruct bit by bit to include the whole body. So feeling the breath in the abdomen. Allow your attention to move to the rise and fall of the abdomen. And then notice the body sensations of being supported. Wherever the body is being held, that sense of solidity. Notice any sensations of pressure and become curious about where you feel those sensations. whether that is a large space, a large area of sensation, or small. Noticing the shape, contour of that feeling of being supported. And then from here, expand to include the lower body. So including the thighs, the knees, the lower legs, the feet, the whole lower body from the hips down to the toes. And then expanding to include the middle section of the body. From the hips upward, the abdomen, the chest, the sides of the body, the lower back, middle back, and upper back, including the shoulders, the arms, the hands. That whole space of the middle body, the whole of the torso, both arms. And allowing that space to be filled with bright, clear awareness. And then also including the head, bringing awareness to the neck and throat, and then the head, top of the head, back of the head, sides of the head, the face, until you have the whole body in awareness. The whole body filled with bright, clear awareness, sensitive to the whole body. And here, you might be able to tune in to a texture or tonality. There might be more of just a felt sense of the body. And don't worry too much if the sensations of the body aren't all clear. You might not be clearly noticing your feet and your head at the same time. But just tune in to this whole body awareness, this overall felt sense. And if you notice that attention gets pulled away or that the awareness contracts, no problem. Just noticing that, appreciating that recognition, and then gently opening up and expanding to the whole body again. you might even be able to keep this sense of the whole body arising within a bigger space of awareness. A space of awareness that can hold the whole body space, can hold all of the arising sensations of the body. And now here, bring a bit more curiosity to the sensations that you are noticing. Direct your attention towards the edges of the body space. Where do you feel the very edge of the sensation? Where is the boundary? And here it can help to look at smaller areas, noticing the boundary that you feel at the edge of the arm, the edge of the leg. Feeling the sensation at the boundary of where you end and the seat begins. Whatever is supporting you begins. And with this clear, bright awareness, just mindfully observe how the sensations of the body are not always so solid. They don't always match up with our idea of the shape or size of the body. Notice when the sensations are shifting, changing, flickering, vibrating. Tune into the subtle sensations of the body. Good. And so here I'm going to offer some instructions around insight practice and opening up awareness. Now feel free to just follow along to whatever point feels good for you for today. You can always stay with the breath, stay with the body. And so the next instruction is to notice that the sensations of the body are changing. And not just that they change day to day, but actually moment to moment. The sensations, the felt sense, that awareness that you have of the body is changing. There's a kind of flow to the experience of the body, where it loosens, liquefies. And it becomes clear that this experience is more than what it appears to be. Notice that this shifting, changing experience of the body anything that feels solid is not really that solid. This changing means that nothing is fixed, nothing is set. And if it's familiar to you, if it feels helpful, you can bring in this intention to recognize whatever is arising as not self. It is empty, changing, open, transparent. Not as solid as it seems. And as you do this, notice where there might be a feeling of lightness or spaciousness, or perhaps just a little gap. And so we know through science that the space between the atoms of our body, the space around those atoms, is many times greater than the space that is occupied by the atoms. Our body is more space than matter. And here I invite you to open to this sense of space in the body. This is an awareness that is spacious, holding all of those sensations. And finally, opening up to a sense of a vast, spacious awareness. This body is empty, not self, open, transparent. It arises in this vast, spacious awareness. And simply rest in that sense of openness and spaciousness. Nice work, everyone. As you leave the formal meditation, just see if it's possible to keep a sense of that perspective